Welcome to the Goat Show, the show where we celebrate and debate all things great. My name is ZiLLY, aka Ravine. I am joined by my co-hosts, Fresh and Deezy. Gentlemen, I'm feeling like a killer. I'm feeling like a savage man today. I'm out here ready to go. All right. You want to know why? Because I took my first Krav Maga class.
Bro takes one Krav Maga class and he's ready to fucking fight Mike Tyson, bro.
Does that mean you're going to become? Does that mean you're becoming Orthodox Christian now?
What?
Huh? Russian
That Krav Maga comes from the Russian, chosen people, if you know what I mean. It comes from God's chosen. Our friends across the sea is what I understand. And they don't play.
I don't know. I don't know.
They don't play.
I don't know about you, Deezy. I think he's talking about us. That's crazy. I don't know. I didn't realize Christians made it up, but that's pretty dope.
Who knows, bro?
Listen, say what you will. Make all the fun you want to make, but
should we run the tape, bro? Should we show these people the savage that you're developing into?
Yeah.
This is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Be careful. We got a fucking monster on the loose.
Yeah.
All right.
Get him.
Settling in. I mean, elbows don't feel good to get hit with, no matter how hard they're thrown, to be honest.
Fucking killing this motherfucker.
Hell
yeah. Beat his face in, elbow to the dome.
I need to see something again. Are you ready? All right. What is that? Like an eye poke, or is that a punch?
A gouge. And they're saying,
okay.
Grab that skull, gouge the eye, hit him with the elbows.
Got it. Okay. A little dirty defense. I like it.
Sneaky ass synagogue of Satan ass fighting.
They're saying,
oh yeah, the jab and an eye for an eye, bro. What is that? Look at that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, eye for an eye.
So if I had to give you, any
there.
advice on something to immediately work on, is your footwork. Maybe do some jump rope, maybe do some like skipping and galloping. You know, kind of get used to that motion. Jump up and down, jump around. You know, have a little fluid. You see how flat-footed you are.
Yeah. So I need to be a little bit off my feet a little bit.
On your toes a little more. Find your balance. You really got to find your balance. But I mean, solid elbow. Let's see it. Let's watch the form in slow-mo. How can it? It's not going to let me scrub it.
For anybody maybe watching the Goat Show for the first time, Deezy Ellis, the gentleman here, is a fight trainer out in AZ, and he has fought in many matches, and he knows what he's talking about. So that's why he's commenting on what I'm doing.
All right. Yeah, and then you just got to get your feet back under you for those little punches there at the end. You kind of punched leaning forward. Let's see it one more time.
In your experience,
okay, you see how you lifted your foot up at the end of that?
Yeah.
You took all your balance and your strength away. All the punch power comes from your feet and your legs. It's a chain. It's the kinetic chain. You push from your foot, from the ground, through your leg, up through your arm. Same with depending on what you're throwing, but that's how you generate power, is through the ground. So when you right here at the end, you lift your leg up.
I'm not supposed to lift the leg up, right? Or you're saying lift the leg up.
You see how you lifted it when you were throwing punches back like that? I mean, it takes you off balance, and you want to give yourself some more.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think he was saying that not to lift the legs, to keep them, but not. You're saying keep them a little bit for balance, like off the ground, or you're saying keep them flat, or
when you're throwing punches like that, you don't want to take your leg off the ground, because then you're going to be on one foot off balance, and two, all your power is coming from usually your legs.
Right.
Unless you have a fucking super strong upper body and you're just like fucking just strong, you know. Right. People punch like that. I've seen fighters punch like that. It's usually like heavyweights and stuff though that are like bulky as fuck, and they just like generate the power from their muscles instead of really using the kinetic chain to do it. But
okay, so let me walk through a few things on this video, and you tell me what you think. So, so just for the record, one thing I did really love the class. It was a one-on-one class. It was great. I was actually kind of surprised it was just one-on-one. And the instructor's name's Eric Alfaro. I don't think he's a public figure, so I don't think he minds me saying. And just for just Apex Krav Maga. Thank you. You guys did a great job today out here in Jacksonville. If you're in the Jacksonville area, check out Apex Krav Maga. Give them a shout out. I want some free gear. Actually, already gave me some free gear, so that's pretty dope. That said, the first thing he was like, if you're in it. So what I do love about it is that they don't fuck around with like, we're going to do 20,000 jumping jacks and then this and that and da da da. He's just like, look, all right, here you go. Like, why did you join this? I was like, I just want to be able to handle myself when I'm out and about. He's like, at a club or something. Okay, cool. Here's scenario one, and he went through some theory stuff later, but initially I think he understands, like, dudes are coming in, they want to see some action, give them some action real quick, show them a few things, and then start, okay, now let's talk about the theory and what exactly all this shit is. So first thing he was like, okay, like when shit's going down, ideally you just walk the fuck away and get the fuck out of there.
I'm noticing a particular type of fake out happening here.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So
you said it's God's chosen people. Now you said in the beginning they give you this little thing to like hook you, and then they give you the real thing. It's like, damn, bro. Like, how on the nose can you be, bro?
It's called sales. It's called, you gotta give a little sugar before you give them the salt. You know what I'm saying? This is universal principles taught in the Kabbalah. Anyway, point is,
bro,
what he's saying
get booted from the show.
No, I mean that as a compliment. Anyway, I do. I liked it. I like the course. I like the thing what he was teaching. I like the way he taught it. But yeah, so the first thing is like, okay, obviously, if you can get out of a situation, leave. He talked about situational awareness. So when you walk in a venue or you walk in a place, like, you should know, like, where are the exits? Like, I mean, he was teaching it as a one-on-one, you get in a bar fight type thing. But he was also teaching it as like if the shooter comes into the place and someone wants to go crazy, right? So he's like, okay, know your exits, know where the safe zones are. And if somebody comes in, they start shit, like, get the fuck out of there. Like, just go and call 911. Don't try to be a hero.
I'm gonna ask you a serious question though.
Yes.
Like, this is, and I'm not trying to be like, as a man, when you walk in a building, you don't scope all entrances, exits, and have a plan.
No, I mean, I'm aware of exits for sure, but I wouldn't say I know all of them. I wouldn't say I'm like, if a shooter came in here.
I understand why that's the first lesson now, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a gun pulled on you, Ravine?
No, I've never had a gun pulled on me. I've held a gun and shot at range, but I've never had a gun pulled on me. So we did do a gun pull exercise, so that was fun. But anyway, no, I mean, listen, man, I'm an artist living in these clouds. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying the show. I'm watching the band or whatever. I'm watching the DJ spinning the thing. I'm not thinking about where the exits are, but I should. So
bro doesn't even see the two masked men come in with machine guns, bro. He's just like,
yeah. I mean, to be fair, at some of these clubs, everybody kind of masks. When this street shit, everybody got the hoodie on, so you don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I maybe shouldn't say this, but like yesterday when I was walking my dog, that's not really allowed. You can't walk around with a fucking mask on at all times, bro. Yesterday I was walking my dog.
It's okay now.
Yeah, bro. No, it's not. Not in the hood. It's not. Bro, this guy was walking with a fucking ski mask on, and some other young kids were like, "You take that off, bro. You ain't repping shit, kid." So you, I guess you can't wear masks, bro.
I don't know. Shit's wild in Jacksonville. I'll tell you that much. It's wild out here in a good way. And
it's wild where you at, man. It's the wild, wild west.
Yeah, wild east. Okay, so but look, continuing on. That was like the first lesson.
I gotta share this video because it just fucking makes me laugh every time. Oh no.
Why the fuck do you have a fucking shiesty on? No, why? You look stupid. Okay, take that shit off. But why can't I have it on?
Because you look like Buzz Lightyear.
Why can't I have it on? Don't have a neck. Like Buzz Lightyear. Okay, I'll be that.
The guy's laugh is what makes it.
This is why this is what makes New York like beautiful and horrible all in one. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you do something good, New York will make you feel like the king, bro. They'll be like, damn, that's you, baby. That's you. But if you look like Buzz Lightyear and you're fucking shiesty, they also have to say something, bro. You know, it's yin and yang.
I kind of like that, man. Like just pure honesty. If you and it can, but like you said, like 1 minute you're the king. If you're the king, then you're the king. And like the next minute, you dress like you look like Buzz Lightyear. You know,
he's like, I'll be that. I'll be that is what he said.
Yeah. See, again, it's not less love, but I can't not let you know you look like Buzz. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's so different in the South, man. The South, it's like no one will say anything. They'll just smile and then they'll be like, oh.
You know, they'll go home and they'll pray for you
when you leave the room.
That guy was fucking retarded.
Yeah. That's a good
All right. Well, let me just take you through the lesson, Deezy and Fresh, and you guys can say what you think. Okay. So the next part of it is like, okay, let's say you're with your lady at the bar. Some man starts to want to try and grope on her or something. All right. Makes an attempt. So it's like, okay, take her out of the situation because you want to get the innocents out of the line of fire if you can. And then you try to de-escalate. And what they're saying de-escalate is you put your hands up like this so that you can quickly go into a defensive posture if needed. And you're creating space between you and that person to de-escalate. To say,
bro, if a bro gropes my lady in front of me, bro, it by the time
automatic punch.
By the time he releases his hand from wherever he groped my lady, dude, he's on the floor, bro. Swear to God.
What's the okay? So Florida's you have to. My understanding, this is what he told me. In Florida, I think you have to. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's Cali. I don't know. In some states, you have to give the opportunity for de-escalation. Otherwise, they can prosecute you for hitting the guy in the face and causing trouble. I don't know if the AZ's like that, but that's my understanding. You know that like if you hit a guy in the face and he gets seriously injured, like you can still be in trouble for doing that. So you have to demonstrate that there was an attempt at de-escalation. I don't know if that's totally the way it is, but that just upset. He's like. He might be taking care of something. So anyway, I don't know, Fresh, what you think about that. I feel like I would be angry enough to do something, but I also feel like maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. What do you think? Is an automatic punch in the face an automatic elbow strike?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I heard a chicken flopping around in a box, so I had to go.
No problem. No problem.
And out.
Okay, so what I'm saying, DC, is like what he was saying is like in some states, I don't know if Florida is. I think Florida's a little more understanding, but there has to be some demonstration of de-escalation in order for you to have a viable legal defense. So you don't get Daniel Penny, basically. There's some kind of
it makes no
viable
sense,
legal defense.
bro. I gotta wait. I gotta allow you to continue to be a threat and allow you the opportunity to stop being a threat before I stop you from being a threat, and in turn endanger myself more. Fuck you. That's fucking retarded. You can shot in your fucking head.
I agree. I mean, if somebody like is sexually assaulting or harassing someone, then I feel like you've already
have the right.
Sexually harassing, you're gonna make them leave. Sexually assaulting is a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm. Hey man,
I am going to make you leave. It's just a whole different type of leave.
Right.
Like you're going to leave here and possibly meet your maker. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, let's back up a little bit. Maybe let's just assume like there's been a threat, but there's been no contact or anything, right? Maybe some guy's talking wild to your woman. Okay, get her out of the situation. Talking wild, I don't know. Does that constitute a punch in the face as well, or is that more like, hey, I'm going to talk? So he's saying like, look,
that goes against freedom of speech.
Right. So okay, so let's say he's just talking wild, but it feels like it could escalate into a threatening confrontation with actual physical force, right? So what he's saying is, yeah, you go, hey, like chill, but it's not chill. It's I got these hands up, and if push comes to shove, now they're in position. I can fucking go for it. And then the other thing you're saying is like, and that's some of the training we did today, which was instantaneous action. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did he teach you how to? Did he teach you the wrist thing?
He didn't teach me wrist thing today. He just taught me there are two things he taught. The first thing was just what you saw. Okay, now the person's like getting in or they're getting close. It's like, you know,
if he
in the face, gouge the eye. Like it's like straight up, grab the face, gouge the eye, you know, and keep your like, you know, you got to keep your arm, like your hands up so you can protect, right, from him striking whatever your face. And then as soon as you got a handle on it, then it's like boom, as fast as, you know, like good elbow or a good strike or multiple strikes to the face, and then back off and get the fuck out of there. That was the first. I don't know. It's a beginner exercise, first lesson ever. So it's probably a basic standard beginner exercise. That was one thing he taught, and then he did teach about, you know, a firearm. You know, like he had one of those plastic firearms, and it's basically, you have to. Well, if they are threatening you with a gun, like saying, like, get in the car, go over here, he was saying, just don't do anything. Like don't do anything. Don't fight. Don't do anything. Just like be still and assess. Are there other people around you? Are you, you know, is there a place to escape to, or whatever, as much as you can in that moment. And then what happens is if you don't do anything, it's unlikely that they're just going to shoot you. They're going to like approach you with the gun. Now they've closed the distance. That's when you can go for try and take the gun, which is crossing over to grab the thing underneath, grabbing it like that, turning it in so it's out of their hands, pulling it away, backing up, and then doing what you want with the gun.
They teach that at Young and Dundas, which is basically Times Square. When they're out there trying to get students, they teach that out there.
Got it.
And then when you go to the class, they teach you how to break somebody's wrist to stop them if they try to grab you.
Yeah.
So like basically, if they grab you like this, you grab them here and you twist this way. Like even myself, like if you just look, just like push your thumb, you lose, like you're cooked. You lose all power the minute someone touches you. You're cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just have to get their hand and basically just fucking twist it, and they go over.
Got it. Yeah. I love that shit. Like maximum, like using their own force against them and shit like that. I guess jujitsu is like that, but yeah. I don't know, Deezy. What do you think? Like, what's your preference when it comes to, you know, because you teach people, you know, you do lessons with people in fighting. Like, what's your kind of feeling about when you first start someone out? How, you know, the things that you teach them, or you feel like is best for someone who's brand new like me?
I mean, always a good place to start is your balance. Balance is going to improve any kind of sport. So if you can't stand on one foot and bend down and touch your toe, I mean, maybe start working on some plyometrics, some different stretching exercises that can help get your flexibility and your balance up. Like,
damn, I can't do any of that shit, man. What do you recommend what should I do to gain better balance? Like you're saying plyometrics. What does that mean exactly?
You can, a really good balance exercise, like a Bosu ball. It's like those, you know, those half exercise balls with like a platform. Getting on one of those is good. Getting on one in your stance and trying to find your balance is pretty good. And just jumping onto those and off, because you have to like catch yourself in balance. So there's like a lot of different exercises. Box work where you're jumping onto like boxes. You could do ladder work where you're doing like ladder routines through ladders or around cones.
Oh shit! All right, I want to, dude. I need to. All right, I'll send you some money, Deezy. We'll do a FaceTime training session. I want to learn all this balance shit,
bro. There's a lot of personal trainers out there doing video personal training, which is super interesting, like over the internet. But I mean,
dude,
personally,
you should do that. We should set that up, man. We'll talk about it for show.
Goat Show Fight Club Patreon.
I think that's legit. Yeah. That's a stew right there. Tasting balance. Good. Tasting spicy, man. All right, cool. Well, all right. Well, then I'll work on my balance. I do have terrible balance for sure. Like when I do yoga classes and shit, the hardest thing was always the standing on one foot with whatever out and not like I'm doing that right now. I'm about to fall on this desk here. So I got to get my balance right. All right, noted. What about Strike Force? You know, do you think I got potential, Deezy? That's all I got to hear. Have I got potential, or should I just be a peacenik?
The thing about combat sports is everybody's got the potential to be able to do damage to another person. We all kind of have the same tools. So if you get really good at something, then that's your fucking main thing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like when you watch professional fighters, there are people who are like more well-rounded fighters, but then there are people who are just really fucking good at jiu-jitsu or really good at striking, or they're, you know, they have like something that they're really good at. So you got to pick something, work on it, stick with it.
I picked death.
That's pretty easy to come by these days.
No, I don't want to kill anybody, but I feel like if I'm okay, let's talk about this. Let's zoom out a little bit. It's like, why go down this road? Why was I? So first thing is, I was thinking about this for many, many years. I've been thinking about it a long time. Just as a man, I feel like there's something about, like, I got to know that if I got my people, that push comes to shove, you know, I need to be able to do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so it's been a little,
you got your people if something happens.
Right. Or me, I'm my people, whatever. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, I want a part of I need a part of my brain that can tell myself in a situation like that, you do have a tool set that you can use if you choose to do so. You know what I'm saying? And that, I think, gives a quiet sort of a little bit more confidence. You know, it gives me a little more confidence. It makes me feel safer. I need a safe space, guys. That's what I'm saying.
You're not supposed to be a bitch. You're not supposed to be a pussy. You're supposed to be violent, like capable of violence, but then not violent. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's no virtue in just being peaceful, because you're not peaceful by choice. Right. You're peaceful because you have no choice. If you get, like, you can't be violent, you're not capable of violence. So if you decide not to be peaceful, a man who is capable of violence is going to stop you, right? So, like, again, you have, in order to have the virtue and in order for it to even mean anything, you have to be capable of violence first.
Right.
It's also extremely humbling to get hit in the face.
It is.
And I promise you, brother, like 90% of people in the world have never experienced that. And it's a weird like line in the sand that you really got to like cross over and over and over again before you become used to that kind of conflict, getting hit or even hitting other people. Like, getting people to good enough to spar is one thing, but then getting them in a ring and like actually hitting others or taking punches is a whole nother mental game. Like, just that by itself is a big thing for a lot of people. It's very interesting to me because I grew up with it and my mom would whoop my ass even as a kid. So, like, getting hit wasn't something I'm unfamiliar with. But I don't know. People just avoid that kind of conflict, I guess. I don't know.
Right. I mean, it makes sense why someone would avoid it. You know, I guess, yeah, that's exactly like you said. Like, that's for me part of doing this. I mean, I didn't combat sports like as a kid, so there was a little bit of that, and but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like now I'm getting older, and I've been thinking, like, you know, maybe in about 30 years I'll have a family, maybe a harem. I gotta protect the harem. So like, what am I
30
gonna do?
years.
You know,
Jesus, bro.
I gotta protect the harem. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I gotta learn this shit. I think
Bro, it
everybody,
only
every
takes
man
like
needs
a
to
year
learn.
to have. It takes like less than a year to have a family, bro. Like, why 30 years? Holy shit.
That's a discussion for another day. Anyway, point is, I just wanted to. I feel like also something I struggle with is being able to engage in conflict, comfortably. You know, I'm not even talking like physical conflict. I'm talking like, talking to people if there's an issue and it needs to be settled. I have challenges sometimes, like not in communicating, but like just there's a part of me that's like, I get anxiety about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe doing this will help in aiding me in not feeling an anxiety about addressing something that could be a conflict with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Even
definitely
if it's purely like, yeah,
it's perspective, because when you get put in a position where you're like getting hit by another person, you're like, wow, this is something I do want to. This is what I'm trying to really want to avoid. Like, this is an actual issue versus like whatever it is that you get anxious about currently is like, oh, it's just a conversation, right? It's just it's not a fucking boxing match. It's not getting hit in the face. It's not that level of conflict. It's something way less than that. So maybe.
yeah. And I think the kind of people who are comfortable with conflict are the kind of people that probably have done some kind of activity or sport that deals with conflict. And I think that, I don't know, my gut tells me that if those people recognize that you've also engaged in the same activity, then there's a certain respect there, or a certain understanding, like a certain instinct. Like it's kind of like, a bullying someone, and then they, that person can stand up for themselves. Like that bully kind of like steps back and, thinks twice at least, or, or stops picking on you or whatever, So I don't know. There's a lot of psychological sort of undertones to this thing, but I just think I don't know. It is cool though, too. It's like, there's an adrenaline rush for sure. Like I'm already like, can't wait till next week to learn the next step, and, sitting here in the house and like practicing a little bit, and it's like, it's cool. It's fun, so. All right. Well, kids, be careful, because this shit gets addictive. I can tell you that much right now. I'm already.
Wait till you like getting hit in the face. Then it's really addictive. Then you're like, I'm gonna spar that heavyweight, because why not? Then you get beat up.
Here's the background noise. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah,
I think it might be. Well, we got Krav Maga, and then we got. Wait, what's going on? Are you guys hearing that?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay, cool. We got Krav Maga, and we got the death of MAGA. How do you like that for a transition? Trump dead. R.I.P.
I mean, he's not dead, but there are some.
I feel for his family, Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka. My condolences. Other child, Barron.
What? All right, let's talk about it.
He not dead?
Why are we saying Trump's dead? Because of the posts that we've been seeing online. What's the theories? Let's talk about it.
Do you know about this, Fresh? Do you know the theories about Trump's death? What are they saying? They're saying that what?
Well, so like basically he was MIA for a couple days. And then the next picture that they had of him, he like looked weird. But it's not necessarily that he looks weird, because the picture's blurry, and the picture where he looks weird is the AI enhancement of the blurry picture that gives him a weird brow. And people are like, oh, he had a fucking stroke. And it's like, oh man, like if this is where we're at, like we really are fucking cooked, boys. Like it's over.
You're telling me they didn't turn down in Magnifique, they didn't turn down the creativity The creativity
It
meter
turned
when
it
they
up. It
upscaled
turned
it.
it up. It turned him into a Neanderthal, and then they're like, "Oh, why does he look like that?" Because you guys are
That's
There
hilarious.
fucking
has been no
morons.
weird bruising. There has been no weird bruising on his hand. I will say I have seen that photos of that.
Brother, he's fucking ancient. He probably hit his hand on the corner of a desk or something.
No, hold on
Also,
now.
he met Putin. Putin probably gave him an extra hard squeeze. He's fucking 90. Who cares, bro? He has a little bruise.
I mean, listen, but let's be real, man. These politicians began these bruised hands. Like Mitch McConnell. Remember Mitch McConnell? Somebody took a hammer to that guy's hand. His shit was swollen like a motherfucker, but I guess he was old. But isn't that a plausible thing? Like, you're an old politician. You start smashing the hands, and then what do you say? Oh, they got blood clots, or they got varicose veins or something. I mean, that's a plausible.
Listen, before the queen died, she had that same thing on her hand, and then 2 days later, she was dead. That's what they were saying. That's what they were using.
Damn.
Well, according to Nick Fuentes, Alex Jones said that people inside the White House say that Trump is consistently talking about heaven.
Let's examine that. I mean,
He also said that his frequent mentions of heaven are unusual because Trump is not religious. He added that Trump may not be in good health. And a White House source has claimed Trump's health is not as good as in 2024, which is so vague.
yeah. But didn't he show up today or something? Was he interviewed on screen today? I can't remember if they actually interviewed him. I mean, he's been doing Truth Social posts, but somebody else could do that. But I feel like I've seen that Trump doc from the election. He does his own posting, so it would, I don't know, somebody could imitate it, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, something you were talking about before the show, Fresh. I mean, let's say Trump is dead. Are they going to just let him be dead? Are we going to get JD Vance, or are we going to get Trump doubles like Biden?
Bro, I'm sure there's already Trump doubles because isn't there like short Trump and tall Trump and blue tie Trump and red tie Trump and like.
It's like
I don't
this.
know,
What do they
bro.
call it? Funko. This Funko.
But there was a photo posted of
Funko
him
Trump.
like 14 hours ago, and he looks all right. I don't know if this is from 14 hours ago.
Here, let's
But is that him?
Did they magnifique it? Let's see. Let me turn on the creativity filter. I mean, you can't trust any image now. This shit could be AI generated. How do we know?
See what I'm saying, bro? That's the same hat he was wearing. That's the same picture. That picture's from the same day.
He still has the bruise, but it looks better. Look, he's healing.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course, bro. He's a fucking man. He can get a bruise, G. Guy's not fucking Jesus.
The teeth look good.
I don't know. Something looks a little fishy about this.
What? Okay, let's see.
know.
Can you zoom
Remember
in on
the
his face?
rubber? Fresh, didn't you just get followed by the rubber mask? Fucking.
Oh, I did on
Oh,
Instagram.
that was you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a rubber mask maker followed me. I sent that to you guys. That's crazy. That's some
Right.
fucking. I think that's a threatening gesture.
It's the CIA. Hey,
Like, wouldn't you do that if you're like, oh, this guy's talking shit about us? Let's just
What,
send
they
him
send you-
the
it would be better if they sent you a link to a mask that was you. Could you
Dude,
imagine that?
That would be a killer threat. That's a dope threat.
Sending a mask of somebody to themselves.
Or like somebody who's like doesn't look like me at all, like some pasty, skinny, whatever dude or woman, and then like they put the mask on and it's me, bro. That'd be some terrifying stuff. All right, so what do we think? We think Trump dead?
If they
No,
came
bro.
with a masked Ravine, we would know. Just so you know, we would know.
You think
like,
so?
I would know. It maybe the world wouldn't know, but I would know right away.
You would be the guy in the movie who's like, there's just something about him. He's just not.
No, I'm not, bro. But I'm not quiet though. You know this. So I'd be like, right away I'd be like, yo, Deezy, I don't think this is our Ravine, G. This is a different guy.
You gotta come up
Wait,
with
you're
some
just gonna
kinda
start saying that whenever I say something that you want to distance yourself from because you don't want to stand
Absolutely.
stand by.
word.
Absolutely.
come
Don't fault me for creating lore.
That's it. The lore defense. I like that. Just make up lore and then use that as a defense.
This
Shit.
is all LARPing. Nothing
I mean,
is
it
real.
is.
purely entertainment purposes.
Absolutely.
All right. So, but let's talk about this. So if let us assume that Trump is dead. I hope knock on wood.
Why
Shit.
would you
I ain't got no
assume
wood
that?
in here.
Why would the assumption
Let's
be
just
that?
like how would who why and how and who?
Well, I mean, I don't think there would be a who, maybe just fucking father time.
Why? He's fucking old as dust too.
He's an old guy. I mean,
hear me out.
he lived longer. He's lived like 20 plus years longer than my grandmother.
Just hear me
Not
out.
mine, but whatever.
Trump made some new enemies recently. He be out here trying to fire Federal Reserve board members and shit.
Yeah, but still, bro, you ain't seen the little hat guys calling him Mashiach?
What? They're saying he's
Bro,
the Messiah or whatever.
There's a video circulating of a boardroom meeting, and they're all telling him, "We think you're the Messiah." Ta, 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 ta. Bro, it's crazy.
What?
Yeah, let me find it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, hold on.
You start messing with that Federal Reserve Board, they start pulling out CIA heart attack weapons and shit. Like that shit in Cuba that they were talking about. I don't know. It just seems like the timing of this. Or, the other thing I was thinking about is, okay, let's say everything's all good. What's the motivation for this naturally on Twitter, all of a sudden, Trump death shit starts happening. That wasn't organic. I don't believe that for a second.
So he made, I don't know, that speech, one of the best speeches I've ever seen. In the Senate, some of the rabbis in Israel. He believed in it. So the Messiah Moshe Donald Trump and then these are ends up to 424. It's something that is very unbelievable. It's like it has the same numbers as Messiah,
Oh no, man.
I mean, that's some lore though. That could be a lore defense. You know what I'm saying? A legit one. You start trying to get Federal Reserve Board members fired. You got to create some defense lore, like you're the Messiah. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro, with some of the new Drewski stuff dropping, I can't trust that anybody is actually who they are. Have you seen the newest fucking Drewski skit, bro?
No.
Oh my god, bro.
The one where he becomes a white guy? I think you're muted, Deezy.
All right, you ready? Look at this motherfucker, bro.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come over.
How is he so white? Man. That's crazy. They got the redneck tan.
Joanna. She's not listening. Hey, come on. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby. You're crazy now.
Yo,
That's crazy.
it's too fucking good, dude.
It's funny.
It's
To
ridiculous.
just spit at the black guy, bro, that was
How
retarded.
you doing, baby?
Bro, I want to know the makeup artists that are fucking
Yeah,
that are
dude. They got
doing that
his
shit,
whole man boob and
Since-
everything is widened, and they got the subtle red tan. That's crazy, man.
the fucking tribal tattoo and the fucking American.
I mean, to be
The
fair, they had that
tattoo.
technology back in '92. You know, when that CIA lady, there's pictures and video of it. There's an article about it where she like walked in the GW's office and he didn't recognize that it was a mask. So it's been 30 some years.
I mean, they've only gotten better, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, soon they're just going to be robots with those masks on, and then what?
Then it's gonna be great, man.
Yeah, that's
Robot
exactly what
servants.
Zilly wants. He's like, this is what I've been asking for, of course.
Give me
I
a
love
foot
those
massage whenever I
robots.
feel like it.
In other news,
Um,
apparently the Jeffrey Epstein files got dropped. Same timing coincidence with Trump's
what's the source?
speculated trouble. I don't know.
Said Dom Luker or whatever, I think, dropped him.
Tom Luker.
There's
what's-
a Google Drive.
A Google Drive.
All right. I don't even know if there's anything in these.
They're not even documents, they're pictures.
Listen, I don't want to click on any of these, but I doubt there are in that Google. Hey, I doubt that Google's hosting any fucking bad images on a Google fucking Drive. All right.
Yeah, they are.
You think that they're not gonna see this shit?
No,
I
well, they
mean-
will eventually, but like they don't just automatically stop you from uploading shit. They might just tell the cops if it's bad.
Okay, so a couple questions about this. So let's assume this is the real. Let's assume these are real, whatever, right?
Okay.
But we're living in the age of AI. So how does anybody? I guess you have to do the investigative work and triangulate and all kinds of shit. I guess I don't know. Like, how do you even prove anything is whatever it is anymore? You can make all the images in AI on a private server, so you can do whatever you want. I mean, I don't know. It's like how can we believe anything now that's written or that we see?
I did say this not too long ago that AI is perfect cover for literally all of the organized crime in the world now.
Yeah.
Anything that
it's
hasn't been solved can now be. If you don't know without any doubt, then someone shouldn't be guilty. And with AI, you always have a reasonable doubt that it's not real, especially when it gets really, really good.
Dude, that is a crazy thought. Like, what does reasonable doubt mean in a court of law? Like, if anything can be produced and and it can be covered, the tracks can be covered by the AI.
Right.
We're gonna have to revert back to film photography. But even then, it's like you got to digitally process it unless you're gonna like.
No, you gotta have a black room.
Oh, right. Man, that's kind of crazy to think about.
Everybody's just gonna be Batman.
That's right. Maybe it is. Okay, cool. I'm with it then. I'm down with this new crime investigation technique.
I don't know, bro. I'm pretty sure that the Arkham Asylum Batman turned out that Joker was him and like he had split personalities. So like I'm not really sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's a possibility. I don't know, man. I mean, split personalities. I mean, I know what's his name. Fritz Springmeier wrote about, splitting personalities and all that kind of stuff. If you haven't read his works, I recommend it. Especially if you're into conspiracies and all that.
So let me ask you something. It's a little bit of a tangent, but do you think like code switching is also personality, like splitting your personality? Because like, say if you speak one way around one group of people and talk about a certain thing and have a certain demeanor and attitude, and then around these other people you have like all those things are different. Is that two personalities?
I guess I wonder if there's some kind of. I mean, I'm sure there's a technical definition of a personality, but I mean, like, you've seen the movie Split, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wendell Crumb.
And yeah. So in that movie, it's very distinct. Like these, it has to be for the sake of dramatization. Like this personality is very
course.
different. But if I switch up an accent and maybe do a little lean or something to indicate a more casual communication style as opposed to a buttoned up speech at a formal event, I don't know. I don't think that counts. I think that's the same personality, just adjusting to the stimuli around them.
And then there's like customer service voice. You know,
well,
what I
right.
mean?
That's what I said. Code switching.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna zoom out. I don't even like code switching as a term. You speak however you want. If I want to be.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. To my family, I'm Corey. I'm a whole different. I even have a whole different name.
Right, but
You
I
guys
mean,
don't even call me what. You don't even call me what my family calls me. We don't interact the same. I don't speak to them in the same vernacular. Like nothing is the same, right?
Wait, you feel with your family when you talk to your? I guess. Well,
No, I actually don't. I'm lying, but just for the sake of conversation, I
to be
actually am
fair, I
always myself.
actually
But
speak differently to my mom and my family than I do the
right,
homies.
and they
You know
call
what I'm
you
saying?
Ravine or whatever they call you, and
Right,
we call you ZiLLY, right? And like
right.
you again, like if you're going out with your parents, like maybe you don't dress different, but like you may. Like there are
Yeah.
some things that you will only wear on times where you're going out with your mom. There may not be things where you only wear them when you go out with your friends, but there's definitely things that you only wear when you go out with your parents. Like so again, at what point does it become a different personality when you literally like switch it off so you are no longer Ravine? Because that to me is what actually makes it different, right? Is like at no point when you guys are calling me Fresh am I not Corey. You know what I'm
Right.
trying to say?
Right.
So,
Right.
but like in a split personality, like they are not that other person in that moment.
Yeah, it's two distinct personalities that do not crisscross.
Yeah.
I guess we should
mean,
find a person
you
who
would think.
specializes in this and get them on the show.
Yeah,
That'd be really
that'd be a dope.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do a little research on that.
We need to get more into those types of guests too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So politicians is what we're talking about, right? Split personality.
I mean, sure. I mean, golly, you kidding me?
I mean, they are the definition of I'm different to my family than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Mhm.
To us, you're a brood of vipers. At home, you're
Mhm.
beautiful. You're lovely. They all love you.
Or vice versa. They're more hardcore behind the. They're more, demonic behind closed doors, and in public, they're, Mr. Squeaky
Well,
Clean.
I also think that like that's layered too, because behind closed doors, in what sense? Like to their family, they're good, but they also go do like fucking sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So like, sure, you're nice to your kids, but like all those kids that you sent for Moloch, you know what I mean? Like that's. I'm just saying.
Well, okay. Well, here's the other thing. Okay,
Who knows?
and this applies to men a lot. Compartmentalization, the ability to lock away
A
things,
piece of your personality.
right, or something you witness or whatever, certain memories, and activate them or deactivate them. I mean, that's the whole CIA mind control. It's just you fracture the mind, you input the information, and then you lock it away, and then there's a trigger that then activates it as needed when it's needed. That's the whole theory behind it, or it's documented that that's what they wanted to do in actual documents. Did they achieve it? I don't know. Still don't know anything about the guy who tried to assassinate Trump. So anyway, speaking of assassinations, PBD out here fucking killing all these socialists.
I forgot to send Deezy a clip, bro.
What happened?
I don't know if you can find a clip of PBD destroying some socialists. Yo, he does some miraculous things, right? Because he's like, he tells one of them, they're complaining about like they can't get a job. They're in middle America, da, 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 da. And PBD's like, so like, what if I interview you and give you like a like maybe I'll find you a job or something, right?
He was saying
And the
like
guy's like,
let me interview you, but you're gonna have to come to Florida and work in Florida for the job. Is what I think was one of the requirements was like
some of them, like he was saying different things to different people, right? But like he first offered him like a trial and like to pay him for it and whatever. And the guy like started being picky choosy, and he's like, bro, like you're being selective and you like can't find a job. He's like, hey, fine. Like, what if we don't go through this process? I'll just hire you right now and I'll give you a competitive wage. The guy starts going, oh, like competitive wage for who? Da, 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 da. And like PBD's like, hey, my offer's off the table, bro. Like, you ridiculous? Again,
right,
like you
right.
have no job. You said you can't find a job, but it's obviously not true. The problem's you.
Right. Well, okay, let me ask you this. What say you to the people who say that there's such a thing as generational trauma and that can be equated into self-sabotage, and that we do not live in a society that is willing to accommodate people's You pulling out the world's smallest violin, that's what you're saying. That's callous, Fresh. That's cold of you. That's not
calluses.
empathetic.
No, these are calluses.
I agree. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I mean, what do you think, Deezy? Like, should society be more kind? Should it be more empathetic to the plight
than it
of
is
the
now?
underclass?
Oh my god.
I think that the answer is yes, but that's only because what we have now is not true kindness.
Mm.
Okay, I agree with that, but you understand that the way he's saying it is more of what the fuck these guys call kindness. Because again, this is the whole problem with like when people talk shit like, oh, the Bible, the God of the Bible's not loving or kind. Well, like according to who? Like whose rubric are you using for what is kindness? What is loving?
Okay, explain what you mean by like what is your definition of what actual kindness is? I'm trying to as opposed. So what are you saying? They're calling kindness, and then what is actual kindness in your view?
So actual kindness would be selflessness, right? So like that sometimes looks like telling you, like being the bad guy and telling you, hey, bro, you're fucking up. Not telling you, hey, bro, keep going down, keep you're on the wrong train. Stay on this train until you get to Timbuktu. And then when you're there, stay there and think you're where you're supposed to be for a while. I'm going to stay with you and I'm going to pretend you're supposed to be here. And maybe like if you kind of look around me, you might be able to see some signs that say you're not actually supposed to be here and you got to get back on the train, but maybe not. Like that's, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's what.
So real kindness is tough love.
Yes,
at times.
Absolutely. At times. Sometimes it's soft. Sometimes it's tough. Real love is situational, but it's not always soft. It's not always accepting. It's not all like those are not things that constitute love in every scenario.
So it should always be true.
True, exactly.
And to your benefit. Like the
goal
to the
of other person, to the other
person's benefit. The goal of it is not to
regardless if it benefits you. In fact, even to your detriment. In my opinion, my worldview, even to your detriment.
Yeah. Because people don't want to hear shit.
No,
I don't want to hear Deezy talk about my stance. All right,
right.
My stance is again, perfectly fine.
Depending how deep it is, if you think it's warranted, you might lose a friend. You might tell them the truth, and to you, because you are doing the selfless thing here, and you're going to say it regardless, you may end up losing a friend because they don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? And again, but you still love them irregardless.
True. Yeah. Man, it's funny though, because I won't say anything about who or what, but a friend of mine, he gave some tough love, and like man, it was not it was not well received. And that shit blows back on you, man. Like, even if you're well intentioned, you're trying to help somebody and they do not want to hear it or they're not ready to hear it. Like that, and especially like in social groups and things like that, man, that shit can blow up in your face completely. It's like you gotta be
Hey, bro, Jesus said they were gonna hate us if we followed him. I'm okay with it, bro.
damn bars.
You can't make everybody love you, but you could love everybody.
Well, PBD, I'm gonna toast PBD, man. You know what? People talk shit about PBD. All right,
Bro,
Patrick Bet David.
I love him.
I do too. I mean, there are times where I might.
I don't agree with everything he says.
Right. But I respect.
I don't agree with everything you say either, brother. I love you too, more than I love PBD.
Hey, I love you, man. I love you guys. I know I came in here talking to like fighting and killing and shit,
but PBD's testimony actually makes me cry every time I hear it. Sometimes I can't even think about it. It's so beautiful. So yeah.
We'll put that in the show notes. It is definitely a powerful testimony for sure. Well, Deezy, I'm gonna give you. You know what? I think Deezy deserves the last word. What's the last word, Deezy? What's the last thing you want to let the people know out there before we close it on out of here on this fine live stream we got here?
Supporting your friends is free.